welcome to the latest episode of my crazy dreams. And this night I had such a crazy dream that I wrote it down again, and it's 3 pages this time. So it was really crazy and I needed to record this as soon as possible. I'm trying to make this video now and I hope that my camera will work. You might recognize the lighting is a bit different than in my last videos. That's because I bought a photo studio lamp and I really like it, so I hope it does not look too strange and I think you will get used to it. I had a few dreams this night, but this one was my last dream and it was very long, so I hope that I will remember most of it. First, I dreamt that I was in a bed and breakfast hotel in the middle of nowhere. There were just fields and a few trees around it, no other houses. I went into this bed and breakfast hotel and I sat down at the table there, which was their breakfast room, which was also a restaurant in the evening. So I sat down there and there was Bryan Adams with his guitar singing a few songs. And all the other people in the room were dressed like in the movie Robin Hood with Kevin Costner. I have no idea why they were dressed like the people in the Robin Hood movie, but yeah, they were wearing green and brown stuff. And they were singing while Bryan Adams was playing the guitar. Then, what was really surprising was that my cousin was the cook and she came into the room with a pot of hot red berry sauce, and she also made pudding as a dessert. And the crazy thing here is that my cousin actually can't cook. So I was dreaming about this dessert and the pink pudding she handed out, which looked really weird but it tasted okay. And after I ate the pudding I went outside, and in front of the entrance, right at the staircase, they have built big fire with a cauldron, and I think there was a soup cooking or something like that, and it was almost dark. I was standing on the stairs and I saw that in front of the house there was a big parking space. And then I heard some noise and I turned around. Benedict Cumberbatch ran out of the house, also dressed like in the movie Amazing Grace. And then he went right back into the house. He had this crazy wig and some sort of white linen shirt and I think dark brown trousers and boots. Then there was again a change of the clothing and the people were wearing pirate outfits. When I turned back to the parking space, to the parking area, there was a big pirate ship coming towards me. The only thing was that there was no water on this parking space. Yeah. And then there was again a lot of noise and people were standing around me. I was wearing jeans and a shirt, but all the other people were dressed like pirates. They were talking about a war or something like that, and they needed to get the cannons ready. And it was really weird. Benedict Cumberbatch again was coming out of the house and there was a bunch of crazy Japanese girls standing around him, taking pictures with him and screaming like insane. Ben went back inside and I went around the house, and on one side of the house there was a big table standing with a few people around this table and they were chatting, so I joined them. There was a woman sitting on a dentist chair, and then I turned around and there was a big terrace at the house, and the windows of this terrace opened and Benedict Cumberbatch, dressed as Sherlock, with one addition, he was wearing red eyeshadow, which looked really weird. Went outside and he had a photo camera with him, and he was trying to make a picture of this woman in the dentist chair. When he pressed the button, he did not make a photo, but there was a bullet coming out of the camera, and this bullet hit the woman in the dentist chair and she died. The people were not freaking out, the people were applauding Benedict, and he was behaving really strange and then ran away. And I was still sitting at this table, not knowing what to do, and all of a sudden I could not see the fields around the house, but there was a big wall surrounding the garden, and right in front of me there was a door in this wall. So the door opened and into the garden came a woman dressed in a black gas mask, and she was wearing a black latex coat. She passed me and it really was a strange feeling. She also smelled a bit strange, and she had a big basket on her back, and in this basket there were lying a lot of scalps. She put her basket and a big knife down at the table, and the people were very still and were waiting what she was going to tell them. And she said that she needed a new scalp because she needs one more. And the people all pointed at me because I had the longest hair. But what she said was that she needed someone with ginger hair from the north of Ireland, I think. And she started to sharpen her knife, and I was still afraid because my hair looks a bit ginger in sunlight, so I ran away. I was running and running in my dream, and at some point I reached a city. This city looked a bit like a city in Austria. It is called Wiener Neustadt, but what I dreamt of was a very dirty version of Wiener Neustadt. And there were no people on the streets, there was just a lot of dust. I was still running because I was afraid that this crazy woman was behind me. So I turned around a few times and there was no one, and the next time I turned around there was a crazy guy following me, shouting that he loves me and that I should stop. I kept on running because I did not know this guy, and it was just crazy, and I was really afraid that he might hurt me or something. And then a bus was stopping right in front of me, and I ran to the bus. I was knocking at the door that the driver could open and let me in and drive away before this lunatic would reach me. But when I looked inside the bus, the driver was mimicking that he can't open the bus because he has no control over this vehicle, and he wanted to get outside of the bus too, but he was not able to do that. And then the bus drove away on its own, and the driver did not do anything, and I was running next to the bus trying to get this door open. After a long time of running, the bus finally stopped in an area where there were a lot of family houses, and the door opened and the bus driver could get out, and the other guy already has reached me, and I was jumping into the entrance of the next house that I could reach, and there was an old woman who said that I should come in. And as soon as I was standing in her front yard, and there was some garage in the front yard too that led to the house, she closed 3 doors behind me and said that there will be no escape now. The bus driver was still standing in front of her house. I was looking around after she had closed the doors behind me because she also was standing on the street and not in the house, and she trapped me. But I saw that there have been 2 children in this house, a boy and a girl, so it was a bit like Hansel and Gretel reloaded. I tried to find a way to get out of the house again. I did not really know how to get out, So I kicked the doors open. All of a sudden I could do karate. The kids ran out of the house and the woman was still outside the house, and she said that we should get back in because she, has some plans for us, and knocked the woman down and she fell against the wall, and her blouse also ripped, and as soon as sunlight touched her skin got really red and peeled off, and it was like the witch was burning in the oven. The kids were gone, they ran back home. I don't know where they lived, but all of a sudden they were gone. And the cute guy was still outside. I think he fought the other guy, who was not to be found anywhere. And I fell into his arms, and that was the end of my dream. It was really some very strange mixed up movie fairy tale mixture or composition, because there was Robin Hood at the beginning, then there was this pirate thing and the Amazing Grace stuff. Then there was this horror movie with the woman with the gas mask. Then there was this lunatic after me and the bus driver that could not get out of the bus, so it was a bit like in the movie Speed. And then there was this Hansel and Gretel reloaded version. So I don't know how I came up with such things, but it was a very crazy and entertaining dream. And after I woke up, I took this notebook and I wrote down everything that I could remember, which was almost the whole thing of my dream. I hope you liked it, and I hope you liked the new lighting in my videos. And till the next video. Bye!